any kind of trauma to the pelvic area, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, surgeries, birthing issues, we can start to get very congested and there can be tension patterns. This can lead to constipation, pain, discomfort. It can lead to prolapse organs. So really helpful exercise to do is to take your legs up the wall or over the edge of a bed, especially of an evening when you just want to release pressure and calm the whole system down. So this is called Vipariti Karani. You take your hip against the wall, you roll onto your back as you take your legs up the wall. And even just this by itself with palms up, shoulders nice and relaxed can be fantastic. This gentle inversion helps us to release the breath, so makes our breath leave the body more easily. And simply by extending your exhalation, you will encourage the nervous system to go into that rest and digest, parasympathetic, calming state. If we take a bolster or a couple of firm pillows underneath the pelvis as well, so just bolstering up the pelvis, then this allows the pelvic organ to drop away from the pelvic floor. So releases congestion. If you end up with puffy ankles and varicose veins, at the end of the day your legs are aching, also fabulous just to release congestion from the legs and from the whole pelvic area. So hands out to the sides or maybe even up above the head if that feels good. You can always prop the head if it just needs a little bit of propping here. And you want to take some long, slow breaths out. And then just pause at the end of the breath. Just notice that little pause. Watch the diaphragm as it pulls the next breath in. And then just let the breath go again. When we sigh, it really exaggerates that activation of the vagus nerve and that activation of that parasympathetic nervous system. So really nice to give it a bit of low vibrational sound on the exhalation. Just watching the diaphragm do her job, pulling the breath in, pressing the breath out. When you're in this position, you can start to also take your knees apart. So we stretch into these adductor muscles. These muscles run right into the pelvic bowls. So when these guys are tight, we often find we have pelvic tension and therefore dysfunction in the pelvic area as well. So have a go with your legs apart, maybe even straighten your legs, whatever feels nice for you. But just a little inversion is fabulous for most of us.